close. An awful lot closer than Stefano.
Classic thing there though, with the big stretch up on a slab with such bad foothold. The more you stretch, the heel lifts off the foothold, and the more chance there is of your foot slipping. Maximum contact is needed on these bad footholds on these slab by keeping the heels really down. You can see as he smears through there, heels pushing through the calves, getting those heels facing the ground. As soon as you stretch though, you've got to lift them at some point, and he committed to that point and inevitably slipped off. Note of interest, there is bits of carpet available for the climbers just to rub the chalk and dust off their shoes, which is going to be critical for these slab moves. Let's have another look then at Migos on this top section. This time controls it with the one hand and gets it done.
So both boulders topped. There's Yoshiyuki on the left. It's a name I've been championing for a while as a man to keep an eye on. A true all-rounder. Rei Sugimoto flying through the air on men's 2, immediately to the right. One of the bigger climbers out there, Rei, so I was about to say might struggle with getting his foot up, no such worries.
Really nice double toe hook move he used there on the zone. He just releases the right hook before he jumps to the top. Slightly different method through the feet there just to release.
Very fetching white, red and blue number. He's got a minute left.
See with Nathan, he's always trying to dial his fingers into the screw holes, and on that right hand, it has worked for him that time. He's just got his index finger in a screw hole. One of the only climbers to use that as a method. Fighting so hard here, Nathan. Unfortunately, the really hard bit's higher up.
He's safely got the zone. He's got time to top the boulder, provided he's got the strength and the method. He won't have time for another go though, so this is it for Nathan Phillips. This is the one. He's got the right hand, needs to bring the left over to join it, but as didn't get anything on number 1.
Andre having to work really hard here. He's already had a slip right at the top of this boulder. Another slip at the bottom there. Fitness is going to be crucial here, and if anybody's got any fitness on these boulders, it's going to be Adam Ondra. Let's see if he can get this body position right then. Check out that left toe hook underneath. This is much better.
This promising from Adam Ondra. The top beckons. Can he find a way of matching that white volume? Could he skip straight through? It's a reasonably good hold he's going for. He's matched the white hold, and he's found the second top of men's 3. Adam Ondra, a big statement of intent. 3 tops on 3 boulders for her. She flashed both of the first 2. We weren't watching her closely throughout that one. I'm not sure if it was a top. We'll let you know as soon as the scores come through. Nathan Phillips having a look now at number 2 on the men's side, and Sandra Lettner finishing her rotation over on women's 4. This is live. This is Kokoro on number 4. That was a flash, by the way, for Akio Noguchi. So 3 boulders, 3 flashes for Akio. I said Yanya was the favourite. She's going to have to work for it if she wants this one in Meiringen.
Rei Sugimoto, the only one to find a top on this one. Kokoro looks like he's going to join him. Gets it not.
All part of the game. So here goes Adam on number 4.
Being so big, it's really, really hard for him to get his heel up there for Adam.
Adam is going to qualify for the final, just to let you know. But what a statement it would be if he could find 4 tops. He's already done the absolutely savage number 3.
Superb flexibility through the hips there for Ondra. Could it be a 4 tops?
Yeah, there is the top hold beckoning. There's his left hand on it, and there's his right. Adam Ondra, 4 tops for him. Mike,
times you've been backstage in the isolation zone for a couple of hours getting pumped, and then you've got to come out and just take away all of that adrenaline and just try and stand up, keep breathing, and maintain contact with the wall where possible.
So you can see there, look, because over on the right-hand side of the wall, one thing the route setters have had to contend with is that the mats only just extend past the end of the wall, so they can't have the slabs going out to the right for fear of the climbers not landing on the mat. So although they do have a slab for the men and a slab for the women, they're really forced to send the climbers inwards towards the middle of the wall. Now she's got the zone.
Better that time from Lutska. She tried that the last attempt and got close, learned from the previous go. Standing up now off a pretty high, bad foothold, and then a pocket to finish.
So we're told that the last move to the top, not one of the harder ones on the boulder, so if she can get herself established, it's a reasonably good, somewhat shallow pocket she's going for. And there it is, first top of the semi-final. Janja. I think most people have got her down as favourite in the women's competition. Probably won't come as a surprise to anyone who's watched us for the last few years. Stuck straight into number 2. Now what method will she use? I think she might just skip the hold palaver out. I know she's reading it, how the route set is intended. Now will she go for the snap? It'll look pretty impressive, pretty spectacular if she can. Here she goes. Whack, no problem at all for Janja. Textbook method, just how the route setters wanted it. Mike, your prediction may well be safe.
Well, we'll see, but men's number 4 is absolutely brutal. Only just a few tops of that one. Focusing back, it's France side by side here. Finals place is up for grabs. The atmosphere is electric.
There for Keita. There's Julia on the left, Fanny on the right. And that move, a slap up to the crimp with the right hand, just proving problematic for Julia. Fanny pinching hard on those 2 holds, setting up for the top and got a really...
Those hands, she had the height, arms hit the holes, slightly bent and controlled it. Samoa just can't repeat Adam Ondra's feat on men's number 3, but Akio looking very stable indeed. So strong.
One of the 2-time Meiringen winners, so they'll both be going through to the final. Fanny Gibert, Kyra Condi, Kia Noguchi and Janja Garnbret still not completed their rotations and gunning for a place to join them. Here is Fanny, no problem up to the zone. A lot of people have been very impressed by her climbing recently, and she looked fantastic in the qualifiers yesterday, and she looked pretty handy here in the semi-final as well. There's the top beckoning, just needs to sort the feet out. There it is for Fanny Gibert, top for her on number to the climbers energy-wise this start. So although he's burning through the attempts, he shouldn't be burning through too much energy, but it matters not because he gets it done. It's just showing the judges that he's started correctly. Yeah,
very wise climbing there. The right foot, the left foot on that start does actually leave the starting position. Then you have to remember once you've done the move to put it back down.
You can see there, his right hand now is where Kokoro Fuji's foot kept slipping. And there is that black mark from where it's been used repeatedly by the climbers. Can Ray stick it? He's lining up the top hold. He'll go with the right hand first. That lands. He does it almost statically. Beautifully done from Ray Sugimoto. Didn't like the look. As you said, Mike, I think energy-wise as well as time, realistically he's got time for one good go. If he was to slip now, he'd have time to pull back on, but if he gets high on the boulder, I think he'll probably be this attempt or bust. He's really got that move to the zone absolutely dialed now. He got it first go and he's had it every time since. Again, the move up with the left hand and he struggled with first time round. He's got now, and he's got the top. Kokoro Fuji didn't do boulder number 1. If you touch a hold that isn't the start hold, one of the start holds, that's counted as an attempt. So Tomoa can blow on that volume, but he can't touch it. If you're wondering why the climbers aren't scrubbing the holds clean with their hands, they can scrub it with a brush, but they can't touch it with their hands.
Just about to say, sorry to interrupt, this is the first climber we've seen go off the left foot. For Tomoa, everyone else has favoured the right foot. Ultimately, it didn't make too much of a difference because he just foot swapped on the bigger starting hold anyway. And Tomoa cleanly across here. Let's see what he makes of this disastrously bad hold. Looks like he's got a front 2 crimp on there.
So a different method again from Tomoa. He's got his foot much higher, and he's got much higher on the boulder. He's got to the top of the boulder. I think what Adam Ondra's are like, mind you, he's a pretty cool customer. He's been here before.
He's looking so pumped up for this. This could be his party piece here. Bit of hand jamming. Let's see. Here we go with Adam Ondra for the win.
So Adam lining it up straight into the hand jam. You said it earlier, Mike. He is something of an expert hand jammer. There's the other one. He knows how to hand jam. He knows how to win. He briefly touched the zone, but he wants more than that. He wants the top. Adam Ondra lining it up. Finishes in style. Just needs to match that top hole. There it is. He is the best climber in the world, and he is the winner here in Meiringen 2019.
Big shift between semi-finals and finals, because going in semi-finals she had no expectations. Coming out of semi-finals, she's realised she's actually quite good again. And then she's back into her old self. Right, I'm in the finals. I've got a potential to win this.
So if you just tuning in, we've got Shauna Coxey on the wall on the white volumes of women's at Boulder 1. Adam Ondra has just won the men's competition as Shauna latches up for the zone. You've got those 3 triangular holds and then a big slap out left, to that top hold. It's not great, the top hold, but if you get it at the right angle, it's good enough. She's got the left hand, places the right foot, places the right hand, top for Shauna Coxey. Great mean when a climber gets there. Oceana with 2 minutes 40 to be the climber to get there. She's got no trouble at all with the first move.
It's actually a pretty positive foothold that she's standing on there. You can tell by the way she's hands free on that section. We've got to really stand up and trust that right toe.
This is where the coordination comes in. That's really nicely done from Oceana. Looked like it was slightly in the balance just as she was midway through that movement, but as soon as the right hand landed, her whole body solidified in position. This is another timing move here. Got to get that undercling and stab out with the right foot, which is done. And again looked in the balance as she got close, but she stayed on the wall. She's got a right hand on the top and a left. Top for Oceana McKenzie on women's 1. If she can't do it first go, she will stay where she is now, which is second place temporarily. And then it'll be Akiyo Noguchi out. Don't see many ties in bouldering, quite unusual. Akiyo and Yanya coming in tied from the semi-final. Generally they can be separated somehow.
Yanya is absolutely floating through these bottom section at the moment, looking completely in control.
Oh, she's absolutely cruising this. Out to the right, just needs to really stay calm and be accurate.
And if there's any climber to find a top on women's number 4. 2 minutes 35 seconds left in this competition, the first World Cup of potentially the biggest season of all time in IFSC. And Akiyo Noguchi gets it done. Can she finish it off now?
Yeah, she's got the zone. She'll finish the final with 3 tops if she can find a way here. Bit of work to be done to figure out how to use these 2 volumes. They look awful to hang on to. They're just facing the way you don't want them to face. And like Yanya, she chooses to match the right hand one. And like Yanya, finds a way to the top. Well, I feel like it was a while ago I ran out of adjectives for Yanya Kamret. She just continues to redefine brilliance. And she was really tested today. She didn't just get off to a flyer and disappear into the distance.